Well, hello there. Welcome to Cosmic Readings and Messages. This is being recorded on March 24th, 2020. And this is recorded, so this is not live, obviously. I'm posting this because I haven't posted any videos in a long time, and I apologize for that. Those of you that are familiar with the channel know that I was having job and financial problems last year, 2019. See, it's so crazy lately. I don't even know what year it is. And I was lucky enough to get a job last November, which made me relocate about 850 miles away from where I was. And I'm coming to you from Music City, USA, as they say. I did a couple of readings and live things here at my new home, and just been very busy with work, getting settled in, trying to get to cosmic readings and messages as much as I could, dealing with a lot of change, a lot of different things. The new job is financially not the greatest. My field is not financially one of those great jobs, but it's more of a labor of love type of thing. Anyway, just sort of getting sort of back to normal, and now we have this global pandemic, and of course we all know what's going on with that, and everyone, no matter who you are, is being affected directly or indirectly by what's been going on. Either you are working and you're worried about catching whatever's going around, or you're working from home, a lot of that, or you're not working because you were told to stay home and you're not getting paid for it, or your business had a plan where if it was a week or two, okay, you're going to get paid, but now that it's going on longer than a week or two, you're not going to get paid, and we don't know when we're going to reopen, and that kind of situation. And that's the kind of situation I'm in. My last paycheck actually comes this week. So there's probably millions of people at this point that haven't lost their job. They weren't officially fired, but at the same time, they're not getting paid, they're not getting hours, and they're sort of left with this whole idea of what is going to happen. And then there's people that are getting special deals or whatever. And then there's the really great cases where businesses are paying people to stay home, even if they're not working from home, because this was not their fault. So while this has been going on, of course, we're all wondering what's going to happen next. I've been having lots of dreams, cosmic readings and messages for myself, if you want to call it that. And I've been meaning to do a recording like this rather than something live, although I may be doing a live stream soon. So keep that in mind. If you're subscribed to the channel, I guess you'll get an alert or whatever it is if I post something about that. And that will probably be this week, because I'm thinking maybe I should do all the signs, and maybe do a live reading, sort of a speed read for the messages for everyone who comes into the chat room or something like that. So watch for that. But this is different. I'm not going to do all the signs. Of course, you can go back if you're seeing this for the first time. Go back and watch the intro video to this channel. And I apologize also if you hear a rumbling noise in the background. Just before I started recording, a thunderstorm started rolling into this area, so there's some thunder and lightning going on outside. So I hope everything holds up. But in any case, what I was saying was, if it's your first time watching this channel, go back and watch the intro video, and go back and watch maybe parts of some of the other recorded videos, just to get an idea of how I operate, because I'm not a typical reader. I don't use the astrology at all, as far as readings or influencing what I have to say. For me, the signs are there for categorization. So most people know their sign, and that's what this is all about. Just getting the messages out there in the easiest possible way. So that's the only reason I use astrological signs, is for that. I don't even really use the cards, and I use the messages from your angels quite a lot, and the regular tarot cards. I mean, that's all I really need, because as far as I'm concerned, the spirits, the angels, the universe, the voice of everything, they already know what the questions are. They already, because from my perspective, and again, go back and watch the intro video to find out my background. As far as I'm concerned, there is no time on the other side, and they, it's like timeless, limitless on the other side, and it has no meaning. So they already know what I'm going to ask. They already know what's going to happen next, or within the next few moments at least, if not further. So, and I think it's a lot further, but they have this intuition, and they want us to get good messages, and they would like us on this side to be able to be in contact with them, so that they can help us, because they want to, and it's all positive. So again, go back, watch. If you've never been to this channel before, or even if you need a refresher, go back, watch some of the other videos just to get an idea of how I operate. Again, astrology is not my thing. So I've said that a gazillion times. I just want to get that out of the way, because people immediately will say, "Can you do a reading for me? I'm a Scorpio." Well, to me, it doesn't matter. I'll do a reading for you, but I don't care if you're a Scorpio or a Gemini or a Libra. It doesn't matter to me. I'll just give you whatever message comes through. And I do know, with this global pandemic going on right now, there's a lot of uncertainty, like I said, a lot of stress and anxiety. Personally, I know several people who are pretty much beside themselves. Like they're really worried. And these are not older people. These are younger people that really are scared. Like, they've never lived through anything like this, or even if they remember the last flu pandemic, epidemic, whatever it was, we're used to hearing the flu, but the media has really sensationalized all of this. And one thing, I was kind of concerned. I'm not a very old person, but I'm also not a very young person. So I'm sort of in the middle there. And so there are cases in my age range that could be perfectly fine, no symptoms, or could be really bad. Luckily, I don't have any major underlying condition. So, and we're hearing a lot of different things, but the media is also we keep hearing it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse. And all of these days ahead, like, oh, it's going to peak within the next week, it's going to peak by this certain day, and then that day comes and it's like, oh, no, it's going to be next week, it's going to be 15 days from now. It's like a rolling horror story. Just when you think, okay, we're going to reach that point where it's going to start getting better, they tell us, oh, no, it's not going to get better. And I know there's the conspiracy theories out there, that this is the beginning of the end, the rapture is coming, or this is part of it. There's, the doomsday predictions out there, and there's readings. There's people out there right here on YouTube that are telling us to hunker down, get prepared for the end of the world. And the one thing I'd like to say right here and now is that's not the message I'm getting. And I'm very in tune with the spirits and angels. Again, go back and watch those intro videos, or see how I operate. The messages I'm getting are positive. And yes, I like to be an optimist and a positive person, but I have gotten scary messages in the past. Going back a long time ago, over a year before 9/11, I was having some very, very disturbing dreams and premonitions and stuff like that, and I had no idea how bad that was going to be. And in hindsight, once it happened, everything made perfect sense, right down to the numbers and letters and what I was seeing. And I have written documentation of this stuff, because I took notes. Many, many years ago, I spent a lot of time just trying to decipher my own dreams and my own messages. And, when I was questioning it myself. And then when it happened, it was just like, bang, it was right in my face. So I have had some scary dreams and premonitions, what some people would categorize as night terrors. This, though, is something different. And I have found, since this has all started, I've been in the face of even working with people that are like scared and full of stress and anxiety. I was the one telling them to calm down. In the workplace, online, I'm the one who's telling everyone else, like, it's not that bad. And not just because of the numbers or facts that are coming forth, but just like, it's hard to explain, but the messages I've been getting, because I've actually looked up and I've asked, like, how bad is this going to be? And I get this, like, very warm, tingly feeling that everything is going to be okay. It's like, don't worry, So, I did get a message a couple of nights ago that I should do a reading. An angel actually came to me and said, you need to get this message out online. And I know I've been talking for a long time and repeating myself. And I just want to get some things out of the way and put some things into perspective before I actually do this reading. So those are not the two cards that I'm going to flip over. Maybe I will, just for S's and G's, as they say. But no. I just put them there to just show the two cards, so there's something there. And that you can see that I'm recording this. I'm a live person, so I'm not a robot or anything like that. I'm going to take these cards away. So I have the Messages from Your Angels cards and the basic tarot cards. And okay, so this is how it works with me. The spirits and angels already know what I'm going to ask, and they like to humor me because I have a sense of humor, and they'll throw things at me. They'll throw cards at me that'll just make me laugh, because I wasn't intending on really flipping those cards over and seeing what they were, but I did. As you saw me take those cards away, I just did flip them over. So, and I had no idea, because when I pulled the cards out, I just threw them out there just for a visual thing on the screen. But it turned out the Messages from Your Angels card is Xana, which I've been getting a lot of lately, and Judgment. And the Xana card here says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Okay, so the angels know that this video is about this global pandemic. I mean, that's a perfect message for everyone. I mean, that just simply follows everything that I've been just talking about. That everything has been calm with me, and I haven't been going crazy, except at the store, because I couldn't find toilet paper and paper towels. And when I go to the store, I'm just buying for myself, and I'm not, I'm not one of these people that's has 4 carts and has somebody helping me, buy out the store. And I just never even felt that I should stock up. I just went to the store and bought my stuff for the next several days like I normally do, and I was surprised. I was like, where is everything? Why are people doing this? And it was almost like the thought came to my head immediately, like when I walked into the store. It's like, why are they doing this? Why? Can't they see that it's not? And then I have to slap myself and say, no, they don't know that. They're following basically the media. And the media is saying, go crazy, freak out, and I'm just walking around the store getting my few things in my little tiny basket, not even a cart. I'm just holding the the little hand basket and just throwing a few things in there. And I actually had one lady come up to me and say, like, don't you think you should get some more stuff? And I said, well, why? She goes, we may be locked in our houses for like months. I actually looked at her and I said, no, we're not. She goes, well, you don't know that. I said, no, I don't, but we're not. And she goes, oh, I think you're taking this way too lightly. And I looked at her and I said, and this was an older woman, and I said, no, I'm not. She goes, do you know something I don't know? And I said, nope. But I said, I have a really good feeling that this is going to be over sooner than later. And a lot of people are going to look back and say, I overreacted. And she says, oh, I hope you're right, but I still need to get a lot of stuff. So, okay, fine. But anyway, that Xana card there. You're protected from all types of harm. Relax and feel safe. I mean, what a card to just like start this reading off with before I actually asked any questions to the other side. Now, that Judgment card. The Judgment card, when I look at it, it is the number 20. It's the double X, which kind of reminds me of a cross. The two X's, like two crosses. And the card itself means it could be judgment, itself in your favor, but also it can talk about joy and travel. The Judgment card, I'm just looking at it. The picture of the angel there with the horn blowing down on people. What's coming to my mind, and of course, again, I'm an intuitive type reader, and sometimes the pictures, like, they strike me a certain way, so they may not have to do exactly what the meaning of the card is. And right off the bat, it's almost like you look at those people, they're happy. The judgment is in their favor, and it's like this screaming voice from above from an angel. And it's an angelic horn, again with that cross symbol on it. And it's almost like they're yelling, you're going to be okay. Rejoice. It's going to be fine. Listen to us. We're here to help you. The Xana card right here. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. And and that's the way I've been feeling. I've been feeling like, okay, I want to go back to work. I'm not worried about catching this virus, even though I could get very sick. It's almost like I just don't feel it. Like, it's not there. And that's what this is about. So, I mean, we start off just like that, Now, I do separate the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards in the tarot deck because I use the major cards for the big story, and I use the minor cards to like fill in the blanks and give the fill-in part of the story. So what I'm going to do now is I'm literally going to shuffle the angel cards. Now, my first question was actually going to be just simply, what message do the spirits, angels, the universe, voice of God, whatever you want to call it, have for the world? And I think, those two cards that I started off with, Xana there and the Judgment card, it tells you right then and there, what the main message is. just like that. And I did not choose those cards. I just pulled out the decks and pulled off the top card and just put it down on the camera, in front of the camera. Okay, so let's see. So, spirits, angels, what important message do you want the world to know right now? And two cards. Ugh. Sorry about that. I gotta pick them up off the floor. Okay. Now, this is interesting. The two cards that came out, we got the Rochelle card and Grace and Antoinette. These are the ones that fell on the floor. Okay. The Rochelle card says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Under any other circumstances, I would say, oh, you're going to get a new job. This is something new, or the money that you've been needing is going to come to you. But the question is for the world. What message do the angels have for the world? And as soon as I read these words, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. This is telling me the financial state of the world is going to be okay. It's going to turn around sooner than later. I'm not watching the stock market. I do know people talk about it and it's been going up and down. One person says one thing, it drops like a rock, and then somebody else says something else and it goes back up, and then it goes down, and then it goes back up, and everybody's fearing like, oh, it's the end of the world, and fear, and horror, and we're going to go off the financial cliff. But I'm looking at this picture and I'm reading those words. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. On a global scale, and I'm doing this from the United States, I think the money is not going to become as big of a problem as everyone thinks. Now that's the Rochelle card. I'm going to go to the booklet just real quick and tell you what it says here in the book for that particular card, the sort of the extended message. It says, let's see, and of course it is also allergy season. You are fully supported by heaven, and we have heard your prayers for financial support. First sentence, right there. This is the message for the world. And right there. I don't even have to read anymore, but I will. You are fully supported by heaven, and we have heard your prayers and for financial support. And I'm sure there's people all over the world, whether they're praying or just hoping that, like, I need this money to keep going. I'm going to go back to work. I'm hopeful, but I need to pay the rent. I need to buy groceries. I need to just keep going until things do turn around. And this is the spirits, angels, the universe saying, you are fully supported by heaven, and we have heard your prayers for financial support. Okay, the next sentence is, be assured that we see money as a symbol of the abundant supply that God provides to all his children. Now, even if you're not religious and you're just taking this as a message from the universe and you don't want to get religion into it, just the energy of the universe that surrounds all of us and we're part of it, the energy around us hears us. And we're all tied together in one way, shape, or form. So they hear us. It's going to be okay. And money is a symbol of the abundant supply that God provides to all of his children. So the universe realizes that we need money to just cope with daily life, to buy things so that we can survive. And it's going to come. The earthly negativity surrounding money comes from human minds alone. In heaven, we see money as the energy of exchange. I mean, here you go. We know that you need material essentials. Like any loving parent, God wants his children to be comfortable, safe, and happy. I mean, just listen to these words. That's what's in this book. It's right here. You talk about a message for the world. That is one of the reasons why he sends you guardian angels. So your finances have been blocked in the past because of guilt and other negative beliefs and emotions. Okay, so the world is having some trouble. And People are questioning, like, what's going to happen next. Even businesses, you're getting paid. You have a boss. If you're the boss, then you don't have an income and you're concerned and whatever. And it makes you feel negative. It does. It makes you feel like, what's going to happen next? Am I going to be able to continue on? So it says right here, your finances have been blocked in the past because of guilt and other negative beliefs and emotions. I have helped you heal and release much of your negative association with money. Please know that I am here to help you so that you can help more people. There you go. We're all going to be helping each other. And that's what this is all about. The more that you allowed me to give to you, the more you'll be able to give to others. And that also means the more that you have, the more you'll be able to go out and buy stuff, or go to the restaurant and give the tip to the waiter or waitress, wait person. The more you can go to the movies and help pay someone's salary or hourly wage. The more you can go do those fun things that you like to do, and you give tips or you purchase things that help somebody else have a job. It's not just giving away money. It's, and that's what this is all about. You go back to the very beginning of this, and it says, that the spirits and angels realize that money is what we need to survive. It's our way of, being able to cope with life itself here in our humanly realm. So there you go. But in the meantime, allow me to help you through my heavenly contributions. So, the governments of the world, I think, are going to be helping everybody out in some way, shape, or form. Here in the United States, they're talking about a stimulus package. In other parts of the world, there's other things, whether there'll be forgiven debt, or there'll be forgiven, you won't have to pay for certain things for a certain amount of time that you need, or whatever. People are working together. And so the spirits and angels and the universe are on this. I mean, perfect card. Now, the Grace and Antoinette card says, to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. To me, that's immediately saying that, and it's also saying to me, some people are really stressed out, and some people are angry about what they perceive are things that are not being done right, or things that aren't being done on time, or whatever. You got to look at how people feel with compassion. The other part of that message is, let me just pull up the book here because I have it here in my hand. This misunderstanding has occurred because of judgments, and there's judgment, about the other person's motives and character. To heal the situation, the judgments need to be released. Instead of seeing someone as good or bad, have compassion and know that everyone is doing the best they can. You talk about two perfect... I mean, like I said, the spirits and angels just come out with... They throw these things at me and they make me laugh. They make me smile because they always have exactly the message. These cards go I'm sorry, I've got a light here because it got a little bit darker, even though I have some lights on, and so I'm just waving a flashlight here because part of the room has gotten a little bit dark because of the storms outside. So just so I could read the words a little bit easier, I pulled out a flashlight, so sorry about that. But yeah, they make me laugh because it's just like these cards fit right in with the other two cards that we got. It was just like, boom, there it is. Instead of pitying someone, see that person's inner strength and godliness. In that way, you encourage divine light to be expressed within the other person and yourself. You're projecting something from your own shadow side onto the other person. So this situation is an opportunity for you to clear away an ego issue. Simply affirm, I am willing to release that part of me that is irritated when I think of you. We angels are helping to heal the situation miraculously so that everyone will forgive and forget judgments and act responsibly. Compassion is the key. You talk about a perfect message for the world right now. The Judgment card, the Xana card, and these two cards, the Rochelle card and Grace and Antoinette. I mean, it still amazes me. I mean, I'm one of these people that says, "Oh, that's a coincidence. That's a coincidence." As one of my old friends and colleagues who's no longer with us said, "So, just another coincidence? Just another coincidence? Just another coincidence?" I mean, sure. I could have 4 cards that were completely different and they contradicted each other, but all 4 cards complement each other in this case. That's our message for the world. It's not the end of the world. This is not end of days. This is not, the beast coming. I think some things are going to be revealed. I have that feeling. I am going to ask the spirits and angels for clarification or more information from the major tarot cards. So let me put these other cards back over here for the main message. So let me just shuffle the major arcana cards here. And all right, so let's see what pops here for more information or clarification. Okay. Well, the card that just flipped out, the Fool. Now, some of you may think, "Oh, we're being foolish," or the Fool means the fool. But no. No, that's not what it means. This is the 0 number card in the major arcana. This is the beginning. In fact, if you look at the picture, the Fool is right at the edge of a cliff. He's taking a leap of faith. This is a new beginning, a leap forward. And as I like to point out in cards like this, look at the background. The sun is out. Now, we all know what the sun means in this major arcana. The sun is like wondrous things. It's everything turns out right. And this picture has the sun right there in the background. Blue skies, white clouds, not any darkness. And the Fool is ready to take that leap of faith and move forward. Wow. We need to move forward. Don't be worried. Take that leap of faith because this is a new beginning. And that's been brought up that, the economy of the world, once everything gets going, will be like starting all over again, even though, we're hoping that things will sort of pick up where they left off, and people get back to normal sooner than later. But in a way, it is going to be like taking that leap of faith and being ready for this new beginning. There's going to be the time before this pandemic and then after. And all the other cards are saying everything is going to be fine. I'm going to pull a minor arcana card to give us more information. And let me just shuffle these. And of course, there's a lot more of them, so it takes me a few more moments to shuffle them because I'm not the world's best shuffler. So I have to sort of go through them and carefully keep them from falling all over the floor. All right, so let's see. To go along with that Fool card, what other message does the spirits, angels, and the universe have for us? Okay. This is interesting. Again, I'm talking about the message for the world. And what's funny is this card has a picture of the world. It's a man holding the earth. The Two of Wands. There it is. Message for the world. Clarification, more information. Again, look at the backdrop. Blue sky. Beautiful. So the twos usually mean anything in the twos of the cards is like duality or a choice between this or that. The Two of Wands is talking about progress, discovery, working with other people, partnerships, and this works too. I mean, immediately what I'm thinking of is progress. Progress sort of stands out with this card. The world is going to progress during this situation. We're going to find ways to help each other. We're going to find ways to conquer this virus. We are going to overcome it. And it will have to do with partnerships. We're going to discover new things in the process of doing this. We're going to also discover a lot about ourselves. Again, I've been also having dreams that sort of point me in the direction of we're going to discover, or we're going to have some things unveiled that we didn't know about before as a result of this. And it could be political, it could be behind the scenes, it could also be just people in general. I think it's all of that. I shouldn't say or, I should say all of the above. We're going to find out who's who. We're going to discover things that we didn't know before. And it may not be immediate. It may be weeks or months away. It may not even be for a year. But we're going to find out stuff that we didn't know, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. But we're going to discover things. But we're also going to progress. We are going to move forward. And that's what I'm picking up from this card. And again, sunshine, daytime, blue sky. It's all good. And again, I mean, they have to make me laugh because this was a message for the world. And this card is showing the world. So, that's just something to keep in mind. I will ask now the spirits in the universe. I'm gonna go ahead and use the angel cards again. What advice do you have for the world? Spirits and angels, please come forward. Universe, please come forward. Archangels out there that are watching over us, protecting us. What advice do you have for the world? What advice do you have for the world? I gotta shuffle these cards because these cards are getting kind of old and they stick together sometimes. Also, they don't shuffle right sometimes, and they act kind of weird when I'm going through them, and that usually tells me there's an important message trying to come out. That's what I get out of that. Go back and watch some of my other videos. The same thing happens. Sometimes the cards just go like butter and things fly, and then other times they seem to like lock up and they don't want to give a card, and then one just comes flying out. And that's what's happening right now. There's a card in here that wants to fly out. So let me just see what comes out. All right, spirits and angels, what message, what advice do you have for the world right now? Okay. Here's the card that flipped over. And it's an archangel, which, they're the head honchos. Archangel Raphael. In this deck, Archangel Raphael says, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. Okay. I think this one's pretty obvious. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. Now, this is a message to the world. So to me, that's saying to the world, we will heal. This is not going to last. We will heal from this. Just like Archangel Raphael, we are healers just like he is. So that's what this is. I'm going to just go ahead and see what the rest of the message is in the book. Yeah, here we go. Archangel Raphael says, okay, I am with you because I am the Archangel of Healing. So He's going to help us heal. I am helping you heal your own body as well as the physical bodies of others. I mean, again, they make me laugh. This fits the current situation perfectly. And this is the advice. So, let's see. I surround physical ailments with my healing energy of emerald green light, and this energy is absorbed where it is needed. I speak to healers through their thoughts and feelings. I help you discern in this way if your life's purpose is to be a healer. I can help you know which areas of healing to study and then assist you with all aspects of your healing career. Call upon me whenever you need such help and know that I will be with you in an instant. So, kudos, cheers to all the doctors and nurses and medical professionals out there working on this. You have Archangel Michael with you. And we are all going to heal from this. And, that's really, really good advice. That he's letting us know that he's there. And the emerald green light. Green light means go. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the month of May, like the birthstones, this is just coming to mind. I have to check on this real quick, but I think the birthstone for May is the emerald, isn't it? I should know this, but again, I don't really follow astrology and that kind of stuff, but I just think that it is. Somebody maybe can post a message about that. That this will all be over by May. Like, things are going to be getting back to normal by May. Which means it's actually going to start happening before then. But I think the world will be healed by May. That's sort of a bold thing to say, but it's weird. I'm just thinking something to do with May. Like, everything will be turned around and we'll be getting back to normal by May. Now I have to look that up real quick because now it's like in my head. Let me just see. Let's see. As I type away here on the computer. Let's see. Yes, the birthstone for May is the emerald. He's got the emerald green light. It could also, what I'm thinking? Maybe the vaccine? Because he's the healer? Emerald green light. There's something about the month of May with this. Now that I've actually checked it. And that immediately came to mind. Emerald green light. The emerald was mentioned. That's now stuck in my head. There's something to do with the month of May. The emerald is the birthstone for May. And around the world they're working on a vaccine for this at like record pace. Maybe the vaccine will be finished and like out in May. Like, they're going to find something that works. There's something about the month of May, the emerald green light. And it's healing because it's Archangel Raphael. Again, and look in the background. You got that bright light in the background, which is kind of like the sun. Now, of course, we are going into spring here in the northern hemisphere. So the sun is getting higher. And those other cards had the sunlight. And we've got this bright light behind, like the sun behind Archangel Raphael. I think that's more reinforcement to the other cards. That's what I'm picking up. So there you go. healing is coming. Archangel Raphael is there, and I think the yeah, I'm thinking something really big is going to be happening by May. Like May is when the healing, I'm getting a lot of thoughts right now. I think over the next couple of weeks, things are going to turn. Those other cards are giving us all this hope. And it's just like, I mean, the angels are in spirits, the universe, it's just throwing it right in our faces during this reading. This is a good reflection of everything that I've been having dreams of and feeling calm. But now this emerald green light, May, emeralds, the green. Of course, in May, here in the Northern Hemisphere, things will be turning green, or if they're not green already, because it's springtime. So I think it's that whole, it goes back to the Fool, a new beginning, springtime. It's getting warm. People want to get outside. Wow. I apologize. I'm getting a very warm feeling right now. I'm getting the feeling that there are angels here with me right now. And I'm not trying to be silly or anything like that, but I'm getting this very warm feeling right now, and a lot of thoughts are coming in, and it all has to do with this healing. Everyone's coming together. The financial issues are going to become not an issue. Like, people are going to realize things are getting back to normal, and I'm seeing green. I'm seeing green in the form of money and this healing power. And it's just, I'm actually feeling like a little bit emotional. Like, I'm getting teary-eyed, but not in a sadness. It's almost like tears of joy, happiness. And I think that's going to be happening in May. I'm going to go ahead and pull a minor card because they... Okay. I wish I had this on camera. I just picked up the minor cards. I was about to shuffle them. And as I picked them up, I just flipped it over, looked at the bottom of the deck, and I know that's supposed to be, the card at the bottom of the deck can be a symbol or whatever. I usually don't look at the bottom of the deck, so I picked the cards up and just started to shuffle them, and I just flipped it over and look at what card was at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups. Okay, if you were listening carefully, you can go back and play this back. I did not do any shuffling. You didn't hear me do anything with these cards. 10 of Cups was right in my face. I wasn't even going to look at it. But I flipped the deck over before I started shuffling, and there was the 10 of Cups. 10 in the minor arcana is usually a completion. It's the last card of each of the different things: the cups, the swords, the pentacles, the wands. And so it means you're completing. The cups themselves is also important because they can represent material things, things that you can put in the cups. And so the 10 of Cups is, and of course 10 means wholeness itself, like you're complete. And it's about a supportive family, contentment, you have trust in your life. And again, you see the rainbow, everybody's happy. And it is like a spring scene. You've got the rainbow, and look what's right smack in the picture of this rainbow. There's that like sun shining right there in the middle. And of course, I'm a science person actually, so to have a rainbow, it's opposite the sun. But in this artistic rendition, you got that bright light right smack in the middle. Just like that Archangel Raphael card. I got to pull him up because he's over here on the side. It's like the same thing. And look at everybody. They're happy. Let me just see if I get this right here in the camera. Yeah. Sorry about that. It's like they're partying outside. And again, blue sky. The storm is gone. You see the rainbow when the storm is gone. The rainbow comes out when the storm passes. Oh boy. I mean, you want positive messages. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. I am going to go ahead and shuffle those minor cards for more information from the spirits and angels. What else do they want us to know? Please come forward, spirits and angels. What else message do you have for the world? Okay, this card flipped. This is the one. All right, we got a dark card. A stormy card. But it has meaning. The Eight of Swords. Now this looks like a scary card, but again, look in the background. The sun's coming out. A lot of these dark, gloomy cards have the sun shining in the background, or brightness. And the Eight of Swords, that's more information. And the eights themselves, some people see the eights in these minor cards as like all-seeing, like they really are giving you more information. In this case, the Eight of Swords is the card that's talking about fear, isolation, restriction, inaction. However, it's also a fear because you can't see. Because look at what she has on, a blindfold. Don't be afraid. Take the blindfold off, because look what's in the background. Yes, we're isolated right now. There is some fear. There's restrictions in action. We're paying attention to the news. We're paying attention to the officials. We're doing what we're supposed to, but we're also blind. And what just came to my mind? The message is, we're blind. Not all of us, but many are blind to the sun and all this good that's literally right around the corner. Take the blindfold off and be open and see the good that's coming around the corner. I think some good news. Now again, I'm recording this on March 24th, 2020. The immediate message that I'm getting right now is, along with this card, is to take off the blindfold and see the good that's coming. Because it is coming. All those other cards are telling us we're going to heal. The Emerald Light, the Emeralds, the month of May coming in for something. And it's positive and it's good and it has to do with healing. All those other cards. Be compassionate. Be aware that the spirits and angels say, do not be afraid. Remember the Xana card. You are protected from all kinds of harm. The very first card that popped. That was there. That's what this is about. Don't be afraid. Take the blindfold off, and then you won't be afraid. This is what the universe, this is what the spirits and angels want us to realize, that we should not be afraid. We are isolated. We're restricted. And we do have fear. There's a lot of fear. But it's all internal. It's all in your head because you've got the blindfold on. Of course you're scared because it's unknown. Because you're not allowing yourself to see. You're not allowing yourself to see the brightness that's right there in the distance. It's right there. It's coming. The storm will pass. The storm will pass and the rainbow comes out. And before too long, look. Wow. This still amazes me because like I said, I'm a science person. I have my connections with the other side, the spirits and angels. And this amazes me. they're confirming to me. It's not just to you, the viewer. They're confirming to me by giving me these messages and having repetitive type messages in the cards that they're definitely there and they're watching over us. I'm going to ask, because not everyone, my channel is not super uber watched by millions of people or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the angels and spirits, the universe, with the angel cards, to give advice to those people who are watching this channel in particular. What message do you have for the viewers of my channel? And that's what we're going to end off with, because I've been going on for quite some time. But I did want to get this recorded and put out there. What message do you have for the viewers of my channel? Spirits, universe, guardian angels, archangels. What message? Okay. 2 cards popped. Okay. So I hope this resonates. These are actually just really good messages for both for both my viewers. Yeah, for my viewers, both of these cards. I was going to say, just looking at them. Another archangel too. Archangel Uriel popped, and Teresa. Archangel Uriel says, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So that's for the viewers of my channel. Again, healing, which enables you to open to a greater love. So, you're watching this channel. I mean, that's a really good message, because Archangel Uriel is saying, you're watching this channel, you're getting this positive message. It's going to help you open yourself to a greater love. And Archangel Uriel will help you reduce anger and unforgiveness from your heart and soul. Just a really good message. And Teresa, this is a good one too. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So, if you've been concerned about everyone else, you do need to take care of yourself. This is a very stressful time. You need to sit back and take care of yourself. And these are just, both of them are just good messages. Again, and this was a message to just the viewers. I mean, I'm not asking for the world. I'm not asking for a sign or anything like that. I'm just saying, spirits, angels, give me a message for my viewers. And both of these are just really good messages from the spirits to you, the people who are watching. They're both just good messages, right? I mean, and again, it makes me sort of laugh, because I asked them a specific question and they're giving me good answers. These are good types of advice. These are things that are good for you as an individual. These aren't like global. I mean, yeah, they could be global, but they're good for advice to a specific person, something you would tell your friend or your family or your neighbor or something. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. You're worried about everybody else, and maybe I've got some people in the medical industry that are watching this channel. Don't forget to take care of yourself. You're taking care of a lot of other people, or you're a social worker, or you're somebody who deals with a lot of other people. Don't forget to take care of yourself. That's an important message. And be open to a greater love and healing. And again, that goes back to the Archangel Raphael that we had a little while ago, talking about healing. So we have sort of a continued message here. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this video up. I thank you for watching Cosmic Readings and Messages. I will try to get some other things going on out there. Some more readings, maybe some live stuff. So if you're subscribed, Just make sure you click the bell and subscribe and do all that kind of stuff so you can get notified when I do stuff. I'm just sitting here shuffling the angel cards, and for like no reason, it's just and a card just flipped. Okay, well, I'll take this as another message because this card just flipped. I didn't even ask a question, but it's a good message. The Francesca card popped. Now, it's nice because it's a blue card, and blue is like one of my favorite colors, and it just sort of pops, so it makes me smile. But Francesca says, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Just a good message. So don't be negative. Try to be positive, especially during this time. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. So, you know what? Look at this picture. The angel is painting this nice picture with a lot of blue, which is a soothing color, painting something beautiful. And if you can visualize it, it will come about. The immediate message that I'm getting is we are all in this together. Let's all be positive. Let's all think about all that great stuff that's going to come. The healing. The finances are going to work out. The world is going to come through this. Visualize it. Keep thinking positively. Don't think negative. Don't worry. Don't think that it's the end of the world. Don't think, horrible things. Think positive. And it will come about. The spirits and angels are there to help us. And, I'm one of their messengers here on this side that can put this out there on this channel, and you're watching it. And we all have to stay positive. We all have to have that hope, and it will all work out. All right. See that? I was going to wrap things up and just started shuffling the cards. And, all right. And of course, as I'm putting that card down, getting ready to put the cards away, I flipped over, just for no reason, the angel cards. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck was this one. Leela. Spend some time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. I mean, it's just repeating the same message, but again, look at that background. It's beautiful. Well, you've got some of that time. A lot of us aren't working. We're hanging out. If you can get outside, if the weather turns nice, think positive and ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. What I'm also getting is this is a good message to give to friends and family. If you can, get outside. Relax. Think positive. Ask the angels to help. Or the spirits, or the universe, or your God, or whoever that you want to talk to, or you look to for advice from the other side. I can't help it sometimes. I just start shuffling the cards and card pops out, and yeah, good message. All right, so I'm going to put the cards away. I can't help but start shuffling because here I go again. I'm shuffling the major arcana cards. All right, spirits and angels, any parting words, any quick messages for the world, anything you'd like the world to know before I put the cards away and end this video? All right. Okay. The card that flipped out is card number 9, the Hermit. Some of you know what that card is all about. It's a very spiritual card or religious card, or it's looking within, it's having faith. It's that kind of card. It's also about learning and teaching and meditating. So we're going to learn stuff. And we're going to help each other. We're going to teach each other some new things. And we should meditate and take this, the thing that comes to mind is some of us, or many of us, have this extra time. Just meditate. Sit back. Think good thoughts. Be positive. Don't worry. Don't be stressed. Teach other people how to do that. Teach them, even if they're not religious and they're not spiritual and they have no belief. Calm them down. We can all be good teachers in that respect. We need to come together and work together. So the people who are stressed out, the people who are scared, we need to get them to relax ourselves, meditate. And it also means learning and teaching ourselves. Like, we can learn things that we didn't know before. The internet's there still. You can learn a lot of different things, right? Pick up some stuff while you have the extra time. And teach others. So, alright, I am going to end this video because it could go on and on and on. I mean, these are all really great messages, and we had nothing come through that was negative or anything that's telling us to worry. So, again, this just follows through with my dreams and what I've been thinking. So, I thank everyone for watching, and put that there. And keep in touch with the channel, and I will post whenever I've got something new to do. Maybe I'll do some live readings, but yes, I've gone on for a long time. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, ring the bells, do all that kind of stuff, set yourself up, and hope you can watch again soon. And look up to the sky, or to the wall, or wherever, and think about the other side, the spirits and angels, the universe, the energy that's all around us, and say, thank you. Thank them for being there and watching over us. And to all of you, from me, I will say namaste. I honor the light in all of you. Be well. Take care. We'll talk again.